Somehow everything is good. I had a nightmare last night.
What was it?
I had a nightmare that I was at a ski resort,
Okay.
and because I snowboard. I've never skied a day in my life,
Right.
and I don't even know the like mechanics of skiing. And so I had this dream that I was at a ski resort and I was going up a ski lift, and I was about to get onto the lift, and it wasn't a normal lift where you sit down. It
Right.
was one where you like clip your belt in and then you're like hanging, I guess.
Okay.
And
Normal.
yeah, and so in my dream, I guess I thought it was gonna like slow down and wait for me to clip in before it took off,
Right.
and it didn't. So I was struggling to get clipped in, and I was being taken off the ground like really high. And I was like, okay, the more I struggle, the more likely I am to fall. So I'm just gonna hang on. So I'm just like hanging on to this clip that was supposed to go in my belt.
Was it one of those dreams where like you fell in a dream then you woke up?
Yes. Yes. So I'm like struggling to clip in, and then I clipped in, or I didn't clip in, and I'm like hanging on this thing, and then I let go. And like as soon as I fell and I hit the ground, I was like,
And you woke up?
Yeah, it was
The
so
worst.
bizarre.
Those are the worst. I like sometimes I'll have those dreams also when like right when I'm falling asleep, like all of a sudden I'll be dreaming and then I like slip on something or fall and then I just wake up and I'm like, oh, all right, well.
Do you twitch? Are you one of those people who's like in bed and you fall asleep and you're like,
Yeah, sometimes. I read that like you only like really twitch when you're really stressed.
I don't know what that says about me then, because I do it all the time.
That's just what I heard. That's just what I heard.
Oh, I definitely do that all the time. I have dreams where I'm like falling off of a building, or can you fight in your dream? In your dreams?
No, like if you ever fight, I feel like my arms are like this. Like
Yeah, I'm always
super
like,
slow. And like you can't it's like this. It's like limp hand.
yeah, yeah. Or like if you see other people fighting, like you for whatever reason in your dream you don't jump in to stop them. You just like watch.
Right.
Like I always feel like when I wake up from a dream like that, I'm like I feel really irresponsible. Like I'm
Yeah.
like I should have done something to stop that, but I just
Right.
stood there and watched it happen. Anyway,
Well,
sorry.
fortunately, it's just a dream. So.
Yes, exactly.
But anyway, so for this live, we set up donations for Feeding America.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so there's a little donate button somewhere. I don't know how everybody else sees it. Right there. Yeah, right there. Right
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
And
we already got a lot of donations rocking. You guys are really, really cool. Thank you.
I know everybody's awesome.
That's so cute. Love it, love it.
Yeah.
Everyone really likes the song, I think.
I think so. I hope so.
That's what it seems like to me. I was scouring Twitter.
Right. Yeah. I definitely late last night I was on Reddit and Twitter and seeing what everybody had to say.
Yeah, I was on Reddit too.
You on Reddit too? Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a thing. So
Yeah.
I'm secretly like a huge Redditor.
Me
I've
too.
literally never said this before. I can't
Me
believe I'm
too.
saying this right now. This is like probably gonna blow my cover. But
Yeah.
I'm on Reddit all the time. And now that I've said this, someone is for sure gonna go on and like
Go on and find it.
me.
So you have to look at your like comment history and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm always like, and it's funny though because I guess I don't seem like I'm me.
Right.
Because I comment on stuff. Like I love like have you ever seen like an ATA thread?
What does the ATA stand for? I've
It's
seen the
like,
AMAs, but
or AITA. It's like, am I the asshole? And it's like
yeah.
people will post and say like stuff that's going on in their lives, and be like, am I the jerk in this situation, or is the other person the jerk?
Right.
And I'm like obsessed with them. So I'm always like,
You always just like give your feedback.
yeah, and I'm always like, you're the jerk. Like you totally should have blah blah. Or I'm like, you're not the jerk. It's the other person's fault.
Well, you know what? Somebody can say that that they might be thinking, damn, did I get advice from Halsey on this situation?
I mean, it's very possible. Or I love Glitch in the Matrix.
Glitch in the Matrix is awesome.
Glitch in the Matrix is my favorite.
Yeah.
Because I'm like a big, I'm also secretly like a big simulation conspiracy theorist.
Okay.
But like only sometimes.
Right.
That's my 2 a.m. wormhole.
Just here and there.
Yeah, it's totally my 2 a.m. wormhole. It's like people will text me and be like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm just reading about how quantum physicists view the likelihood that we're in a simulation.
Right. Just low key. Just some light reading. Some late night reading.
It's scary to do at night though, because then you're like alone, like looking around, like.
I know, right? And then you're thinking like, wait a second, like, what does
Mhm.
this mean? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Then you lose more sleep, and then it's a whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. What have you been
Definitely.
What have you been up to?
Well, let's see. I've been playing some video games here and there for sure.
Thanks, yeah, yeah.
Um, the obvious, making music, but also just trying to kind of do stuff that I hadn't necessarily had time to before. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I've been trying to get a little like experimental in like cooking and stuff. You know what I
What
mean?
are you
Like,
cooking?
yeah.
What are you making?
Um, just like trying to like do just different like on like dinner entrees. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I
just
got it.
trying some stuff like that because I have the cooking show on YouTube, but those are like set recipes, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to use what I learned from that and like kind of mix and match and stuff. Because
Freestyle.
I figured all I have is all I have is time right now, so I might as well just
Yeah.
see what's happening in the kitchen. How about you? I have one question. Is there anything that it's like a double question? Like,
Okay.
what have you been up to? And also, have you gotten like super good at something that you were kind of interested in before?
Yeah.
Like you know
Okay.
what I mean? I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
like you showed me a while back you had the garden.
Yeah,
What happened with
I
that?
started gardening, which is cool because I'm like home and I can actually pay attention to the plants, and my
Right.
stuff is rocking. I'm really proud of it. There's a lot of stuff growing. I've been making a lot of pasta from scratch.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really hard.
I was gonna say I know for a fact that's hard from experience.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be jacked
Jax.
by the end of this because I'm just like rolling out needing
Yeah.
all the time. Um, I've been doing that, and then this is gonna sound crazy.
Okay.
I've been um, I've been studying for the bar exam.
Wow.
Yeah, because I really want to take the bar exam. California has the hardest bar exam in the country,
Right.
and it's one of the only states where you don't need a law degree to take it.
Right.
Um, so obviously, as soon as I found that out, I was like,
You
I'm gonna
have to do it.
try. So I'm just like, I've been home like taking practice tests online and doing research and stuff, and it's like I have like two moods. I'm either like putting together cosplays or studying
Right.
for the bar. There's like
Yeah, that's something I wanted to do. I mean, wanted to ask you about. So, is that like did that just start, or have you always been doing that, or?
I used to do it a lot back in the day. When I first started making music, I used to like. I mean, it's kind of how I got started changing my look all the time.
Right.
You know, because I think people who like are familiar with my music probably know that like I change my look. Like, I mean, you know, you've seen me with pink hair, braids, red hair, blonde hair, like everything. And I started kind of getting into that because I was cosplaying,
Right.
and I just have never had the time, or I've been like so like I've been in an album cycle, you know, so like I've been like, you know, committed to looking a certain way for the album cycle, and I'm home, I'm kind of doing nothing, and I have all these wigs in my house.
Yeah, and you're just like, huh?
Hmm,
Yeah.
maybe this is what I should start doing again.
Yeah.
And it's so fun. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's being home so much is kind of like, maybe it's gonna sound really dark, but I feel like I'm reconnecting with like what I was like before I was like touring all the time.
Right. Yep.
You know, because you know how it is. You get so tired
Yeah.
that you kind of only have room for the necessities and like survival. It's like sometimes your hobbies like kind of get pushed aside a little bit, which is okay because you picked your ultimate hobby.
Right, exactly. The ultimate hobby is your job, and that's the dream. But you know, with anything that you love, you know what I mean? Like, if you love cookies, you can get full. You know what I mean? Still, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so it's like there's still. I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
so it's cool to like rediscover that a little bit. And you and I were talking the other day about how it's like I didn't go to college.
Right.
That's a lie. I went to community college for like a couple weeks and then I dropped out.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
You still went. You still went. You went.
Technically, I still
You went.
I never went away to college, so I've never been like you know, in my room, working from home on my laptop,
Right.
like, you know, cooking struggle meals in the kitchen.
Right,
Like,
right.
and that's kind of what I feel like I'm doing right now. So it's like, I feel like I'm like in college, but
In a very different
alone.
situation. Yeah.
But totally alone. Like
Yeah, for
no
sure.
one else with me at all. What have you been watching?
What have I been watching? I feel like I'm just trying to stay up on all the popular Netflix stuff. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
saw you and Dave.
yeah, Dave. Shout
Yeah.
out, Lil Dicky.
Awesome.
Shout out Taco. We like
Yeah.
shot that scene like 15 different times, and
No way.
yeah, for like 100%. Like Taco called me a bunch of different names, and there was just
He's
like
like,
a bunch of yeah. And the rest of that scene actually like that they didn't put in was like after I like headbutted him, I like stood over him and like was kind of kicking him, and he was like grabbing on my pants legs, like trying to get up and like all this stuff. But they did not include that, so maybe that'll be in like a DVD or not DVD, like online special or something like that.
yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, when I saw that scene, I was like, oh my gosh. It was like,
You know, because I watched that scene when it came out, and then I was like, I saw the way that the show was written and how it's produced and the vibe of it, and I was like, this is genius. Because like obviously you can't tell by shooting when you're shooting it, you know.
yeah.
So and now I'm like hooked on the show.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched. I have 2 episodes to catch up on. I
And it's
think
like all of our friends, like Benny's in it, like everybody's in it, and I'm just like, oh, okay, well, no brainer.
Also, that's what Benny's like in real life.
Oh, it's perfect.
Every time I work with him, we've written like some of my best music together.
Right.
And he's one of my best friends in the world. Like he knows everything about me. Like I definitely would go to him like if I was in like a time of need or you know when you're making music with someone, they're basically.
It's a lot of time
about whatever going on in their life because it's in the music. But Benny is like that, where he's like, that sucks. That shit's terrible. That's awful. You shouldn't do that. And I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Or like, you'll be working on it. But then he's also like, this is amazing. You're a genius. This is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
No, he's not all that way.
Yeah, no, yeah.
When he was like, who's making your beats? They sound super white. I was like, oh my god, that's really what you're like.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so funny. This show's really good though. I'm really happy for them.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
And I'm like a sucker for a good documentary. It doesn't have to be new. You know what I mean? I love documentaries, and so I've just been trying to find some stuff. There's like a good it's actually crazy. Did you see the UFO stuff that's like blowing up everywhere?
Yeah. I mean, I saw all that stuff on Reddit a long time ago.
Right, yeah, I know. See, here's the thing. So that video leaked, but they just like confirmed it, I guess, right? So that's like the whole thing right now. So there are a lot of documentaries on that stuff too that I'm pretty into, and just honestly everything. I'm interested in a lot of things. I feel like so I'll just watch
Aliens guy?
What?
Are you an Ancient Aliens guy?
I've watched it a few times on tour. You know what I mean? Like if you're just like on the bus and you just have the cable or whatever, like I'll throw that on.
What about? Have you seen any of the Explained stuff?
What's that one? No.
It's like a series called Explained, where they like explain stuff.
Explain stuff.
Yeah, but there's ones that are like babies explained, and then it'll like go into
yes.
Yeah. Really, really crazy.
For sure.
Yeah, I love documentaries too. I've been watching way too much TV. And I just got back into do you like scary movies?
I love them.
Me too. Okay.
Yeah.
I just got back into old crime, thriller, horror stuff. So I watched Silence of the Lambs,
nice.
Primal Fear. Have you seen Primal Fear?
No, I haven't. But I know it's old because I remember when I was younger, I would see it with all the movies, and it would say Primal Fear, and I'd be like, I'm not allowed to watch that.
No, you should watch it. It's Edward Norton and Richard Gere, and it's so good. It's one of the best plot twists in movie history, in my opinion.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, and then I was watching a bunch of the Ari Aster stuff. Have you seen Midsummer or Hereditary?
Of course. Those are some of my favorite movies ever. I think Hereditary might be one of my favorite horror movies. I'm slipping. My favorite horror movies ever, maybe.
Yeah, me too. I feel like when I show it to people, they're always like, this isn't even scary for like
I
the
don't know
first
how
hour.
they say that. Like, it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I just put myself in the movies too much. Like I'm there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are you a yeller? Like, no, 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 don't do
No,
that.
I'm not a
Get out of
yeller.
here.
I'm a very like inward kind of like like in. So like I'll just like jump real bad or just like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not like outwardly expressing, you know?
I think I hold my breath the whole time. Like, I'll be like, and then when
For
something
sure.
happens, I'm like, ah! Like,
Yeah.
I think I make my anxiety worse by holding my breath. If you guys just joined the chat, there's a donate button.
Oh
I
yes.
think
Yep.
it's, well, am I on top or the bottom? I'm on the
I don't
bottom.
know. I think it's over here. Yeah, right here.
Yeah,
Down.
and everything goes to Feeding America, which is
Yep.
really an
We're
incredible
almost at $1,000
organization.
donated.
I know everyone's being so nice and
Yeah, everybody's
generous. I
being
love it.
awesome.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, so oh, I don't know if I can say this.
What is it?
I wanted to say that obviously you and I know that we have something really cool coming for Be Kind soon, and it's like really, really spectacular and amazing. And
Yep.
I can't say what it is or.
Let's just say expect something really cool and awesome, and then you can do that. There you go.
Okay, yeah. So expect something really cool and awesome. I'm so excited about it.
I'm so
This
excited.
is my only hint, okay, is I have had to stretch so much every day. I've been stretching. That's all I can give them.
There you go. And you can just do what you want with that info, you know?
Uh, I mean, that could actually go really wrong for me, but
No,
you know,
no. It's strictly about the song.
about
Be
exciting
kind.
surprises. Exciting surprises. You know what I saw people saying is everyone keeps saying, and it's my favorite thing to hear when I do have a new release is like people are like, oh, this came at the perfect time for me.
I was seeing that too. It was like
Yeah.
perfect time. Like this is gonna be like on repeat. Like I can't get sick of this. Like I saw like some of those comments like that.
Yeah, I love when it connects with people emotionally and they're like, oh, like this is what I'm going through right now. Or like,
Right.
I actually saw some people saying which I thought was really cool. Or I almost said, yay, we broke 1,000!
Yay!
I saw some people saying they felt like they could relate to the person that I'm singing to.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wow, good on you guys for taking responsibility
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
Because we've all
Right.
been
Right.
that person too, where you're the one who's like hard to talk to, or you're the one who's like jaded and closed off, and the other
Right.
person is like, you know, and anyone, like girlfriend, boyfriend, best friend, family members.
It's honestly like any type of relationship because
Yeah.
that's such a common kind of scenario with a relationship with anything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's
Like
someone being like, let me help you, let me be.
right,
It's not hard to be. You just need to be nice to me back and let me in. Like,
right,
I thought that was cool seeing people kind of like relating to, like,
right,
felt like feeling like the song was singing to them.
right. And I like not even ironically, but also on top of that, I feel like, and I'm sure like you did too, when we made it and it was all said and done, and we were listening to the lyrics and stuff. Like I feel like we both could relate to it as well. You know what I mean? And that like I was talking to somebody on the Zooms yesterday, and I was like, I just feel like both of our hearts are like in the song. You know what I mean? It's like an
Yeah.
organic feeling, like
Yeah.
relationship with the song. You know?
Well, I remember when we first heard your
Right.
finalized production, and when I heard it back, like after like, because it was already amazing from the start, like you already killed it, but once we went in and put like all that heart into it, and you like, I don't know what you did, you must have like gone.
I remember when you texted me, you were like, those big synths or something, and I was like, you were like flipping out, and I was like,
Yeah.
I just did what I heard, and that was that, you know.
And then we both love that fill.
Yeah,
Before
the Phil,
like Phil Collinsy thing.
yeah,
So,
Phil
so
Collins vibe.
cool.
It's called like a gated reverb, is what it's called on like the
Yeah.
toms. Yeah.
Also, I think it would be really funny if everyone knew how I just I almost tweeted Mayday Parade yesterday. It was like,
Yes, you
if
should.
only you
I
guys
would have
knew
just retweeted it.
how important you were to the making of this song for some weird
Seriously, yo,
reason.
shout out Mayday Parade and
Yeah.
honestly any band of that era of music.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
so fun. We had so much fun with that. We should get back in the studio when all this is over and do like a proper
Yeah.
throwback, like
Yeah, yo, I mean, I
emo
got this
record.
right here. We got this and we're ready.
Oh my god. Yes.
I'm
Also,
ready.
your chair. Look, I'm so jealous of your chair.
Oh, the chair.
Yeah.
Hit him
I'm
up.
so jealous. I mean, I might have to at this
Hit him
point,
up.
to be honest.
Secret lab. Get Halsey a chair.
You guys, if you're listening, I'm going to order a chair.
Yes.
Wow, these donations are rocking. You have really, really cool listeners.
There we go. Awesome. Well, there we go.
Should we answer
Should we?
questions?
Should we try? Let's do it.
Yeah.
I can't really see it too well.
I know you can't. It's all right. I'll look.
All right.
Okay.
My chat moderator.
Yeah, moderator. Everyone's just being really cute and saying I love you and stuff. Those aren't questions, but we love you too.
Yeah.
Come on. There's always a lag too, so it's like stuff coming in from.
That's true.
Coming in from before, but I feel like maybe we can answer like a couple questions and like 2 or 3 questions, and then.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
I'm doing this. I'm gonna get a
me too. Like
here.
you can't obviously, but I'm just like trying to look.
Okay, Trev Dog wants to know what are our 3 favorite places to perform.
Oh.
You first.
Okay, so not even random, but every time I go to Portugal, like they know every single word to not even my songs that I play. And from front to back, same energy. Like nobody's standing. It's like the craziest thing.
I've never played Portugal.
It would go insane for you. It's so the culture there, it's just.
They get so angry too because I've never been, but now that you've told me that, I'm sold.
I guarantee you, like when you play that show, you're gonna hit me up and be like, "Yo, you were right." Like I just know it. It's like the culture. There's something about it. It's just like they go crazy.
Oh, you know what? You actually mentioned that to me a little while ago. You know why? Because we were talking about. I forgot what we were talking about, but I said obrigada, and you were like.
I was like Portuguese. Yeah.
You know, that's Portuguese. You're like, I love Portugal, and I was like, he really loves Portugal.
I don't know, and also like going and like performing in Brazil and stuff, so I know about all that. But
Brazil is crazy. Brazil is like one of my favorites ever. It's like unmatched energy. Like, have you ever done any of the festivals down there?
Yes, for sure. Yeah. I did. I think I forget the name, but I know I've been down there.
You might have done Lollapalooza or like Rock in Rio.
Oh, Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that tour. It's such a fun one, and everyone's always traveling together, so it's like
that's what I'm saying. Like, there was one time where it was just a bunch of us, and we would all kind of play around the same time on different stages, and then we would all link up and go watch Metallica at the end of every show.
Yeah.
Because they were like on the headliner.
It's so sick.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was sick.
Yeah, who played when I played? Gosh, I don't even remember. It was like all of us would just go out. It was like me. Jack U was headlining, which was I think it was one of the very few shows that they played during that era. And then Mumford & Sons, Florence and the Machine, D. Antwoord. They're so sick. Who else? Miguel. Yeah, there's just like a bunch of people. Walk the Moon. Like there's just a bunch of people. And we just go out and like go to the like local clubs, and it was super fun. Okay, all right. Let me see.
All right, let's see.
It's all hard eyes emojis.
It's all hard eyes. Any questions? Anybody?
All right, we'll do one really good one.
Yeah, one really good question. We're at 1,300.
I know.
That's crazy.
Come on, guys, ask some questions. I know you got
Ask some questions.
Someone said no.
Okay. Nope. All right, guys.
I have not seen literally a single question come in here.
No. What is this? What is this? Favorite? There's a favorite movie. That's really hard.
Oh.
That's really hard.
Okay. All right.
Really, really hard.
What are your favorite movies?
Like off the top, like I do enjoy like war movies, like American Snipers, you know, stuff like that. But just because like it's just action, you know.
Yeah.
I also
You see
like
1917?
no, that's the one. That's the one that I need to watch.
You have to watch it like imminently, like
I know.
tonight. Like
I know.
it's so good.
I know.
They shot it like it's basically
one shot, right?
Yeah. There's like 2 clip points, I think, but it's like
Right.
it is woof, like
Right.
so good.
I gotta watch that.
What else?
Shutter Island, like those kind of movies, like very just like adventure, kind of like a bunch of different scenes, different everything. You know, I love those. Like
Good
I love plot twist, all that stuff. Like I love those. I really do. And then obviously horror movies. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Ridley Scott fan, so like I love like I don't know. This is really hard. I love Alien. I love Blade Runner.
Oh, sick.
It's like kind of a, you know, it's a little bit of a cliche answer.
Right, but no, you like it.
Have you ever seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
I feel like a while ago.
It's Kate Winslet and Jim Carrey, and Jim Carrey plays a very rare serious role, and it is one of the coolest movies ever made.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
You have to. And if you're ever like in your feelings about something, you should watch it because it definitely hits home. And then, what else? And I love Miyazaki films like Spirited Away and Ponyo. Like that's like those have been my favorites since I was a little kid, so they kind of stuck with me as an adult.
For sure, just like constantly nostalgic.
Somebody's mowing their lawn or blowing their leaves or something. I'm sorry.
It's not that loud.
Okay, we're like so close to 1,500. I'm so proud of everybody. That's amazing. All right, let's do one more question and see if it climbs a little bit higher. We're almost there. Okay.
I'm trying to look.
What is your?
I can't even read it.
I know. Let's see. Oh my gosh. This isn't a question, but I've been meaning to say this to you.
Okay.
For so long.
Okay.
And I don't know if you remember this or if anyone even knows about it, but do you remember that I was supposed to be on like your first song ever?
Oh my gosh, wait. I think it was like when I first came to LA or something.
So somebody, I can't say who, somebody really, really important that we're both friends with, sent me one of your, it might have been like your, like it was really, really early. This was like
2015?
Yeah, something like that, like 2014, 2015, like super early. And somebody that you and I are both friends with who was like involved at the time sent me a link. I'll never forget this. They sent me a SoundCloud link, and it was a private link, so it only had a couple plays because it was being, you know, it was internal. And they were like, will you get on this record? And I literally beat it to death. I listened to it like over and over and over again, and I wanted to do it so bad. And then at the time, because it was really early for me, and I was just about to put out my first album, at the time I did another collaboration. I had already had another collaboration that to come out, and so my label ended up being like, I don't know if we should have 2 collaborations at the same time. You're about to, you have your album coming out, like all this stuff. But I will literally never, ever, ever forget it. Sometime when
I want to know what song. I'm gonna have to do some digging, or we'll talk like after the live or something. But I want to figure out.
I know what it is. I just don't want to blow. I just don't want to say
after we'll find out.
I'll text you when we get off.
Yeah. Sounds good.
We got 1,800.
What?
Yeah. Love it. So amazing. Okay. Thank you for getting on
Thank
with
you.
me. I'm so happy everybody loves the song.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank
Hopefully
you.
I'll see you soon.
Yep, I'll see you soon.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
See you guys.